Hey guys, welcome back. Today is a Thursday devotional, so we'll jump right into that. My Thursday devotional today is on understanding. So understanding can be a couple of things, like there can be a couple of ways you understand something. When you understand the math problem, or understanding is I guess it's kind of the same thing. Understand the math problem, or like God is understanding and he listens to us, and even when we sin and go back and forth, he still loves us. He's understanding through it all. So, for example, we have goats. Now, goats are crazy. They are not smart. They do things over and over and over and over again, even after they hurt themselves or they fall off or they get told to go or whatever. They do it over and over again. They are not smart. For example, this one time we brought our tractor out into our pasture and we were doing some work out there, and the goats jumped up in the seat or up onto the brush hog area of the tractor. Well, my dad climbed up and he started up and started to drive away, and they fell off the back of the brush hog. They jumped off and fell everywhere, and it was crazy. Well, then they did it again. They don't get it. And sometimes I wonder if that is how God feels with us. We do things over and over. We sin over and over again, sometimes a few times till we learn our lesson, even after he's trying to get us to understand that that's not what we should do. That he gives us so many ways to go. We could choose the right path or the wrong path, and a lot of times we choose the wrong path. And maybe you're perfect or something, but for me, sometimes I struggle with going down the right path even when I have that option, because the wrong path looks more pleasing. And it's crazy because there are so many different ways that God tries to help us, but just like a goat, sometimes we choose the hard way, and we have to learn the hard way, and then we get upset with God and we blame him, and it's not his fault at all. In fact, it's our fault, and he's been trying to help us this whole time when we're just being goats and we won't do what we're supposed to do. Now, as for our dogs are super smart animals. They learn the hard time once, maybe twice, and they quit. They don't do it again. They're smart animals, and they're not going to do something over and over, not realizing it's hurting them, and they're not crazy. Goats are. And sometimes it takes us to have a goat moment to realize that we're doing something wrong, and we need to open our eyes and go back to the word. We need to be in some prayer, because apparently we haven't been there in a while, because you're going like a goat and you're not being a dog, which is weird, but because there are times when you are acting like, and me too, we are acting like goats and we are choosing the hard way over and again, when God is standing there waiting for us to come to him and come back to him and ask him for help. Because when we just keep doing what we want to do, it fails. It may be good for a little while, but it's going to fail you in the end. You doing whatever you want to do it, you doing whatever you want to do is not helping you get through this life. You may think that it's better than what God has planned for you, but it's not. So the next time you're having that feeling that you want to go down your own path and not listen to God, think again and don't be a goat. I'm just kidding. You're not exactly like a goat. You're a lot smarter than a goat, I'm sure. But think again. Don't go down the path you want to be. You want to go down, but go down the path that maybe sometimes looks a little bit less pleasing, looks a little bit less pleasant. And maybe you think that's not going to be such a good idea. Go down the path that you know God wants you to go down. And it'll always turn out okay. Sometimes there may be rough spots, there might be bumps, there might be valleys, but those are God's way of making you trust him more. Because sometimes you might be going through the motions, but he wants you to trust him. So there might be valleys sometimes, because this is a big world we're living in, and people are evil. So, the next time you want to do what you want to do, go with God instead. So, thank you for watching our Thursday devotional. Hope you'd enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and have a blessed day, you guys. See you next time on Sevenfold Farm. Bye.